You know, there's something particularly cruel about the way scammers operate these days. It's not just that they want to steal money, they want to steal trust. And if you're over 60, you might not realize just how often you're in their crosshairs. Let me ask you something. Have you ever gotten one of those calls where the caller claims to be from the IRS, saying you owe back taxes? Or maybe an email from a grandchild in trouble, urgently needing money? If so, you're not alone. Last year alone, seniors lost billions to scams like these. And here's the hard truth. Scammers deliberately target people our age because they think we're more trusting, less tech-savvy, and, worst of all, that we won't report it out of embarrassment. Well, I say enough is enough. Today, we're going to talk about why seniors are so often targeted, and more importantly, 5 powerful ways you can protect yourself. Because your hard-earned savings, your peace of mind, and your security are worth fighting for. Why are scammers so focused on seniors? It's not random. Scammers are strategic. Here's what they're counting on. 1. We grew up in a more trusting time. Many of us were raised to be polite, to answer the phone, to believe what we're told. Scammers exploit that. 2. We often have savings or home equity. Unlike younger folks living paycheck to paycheck, many seniors have retirement funds or paid-off homes, making us prime targets. 3. We're less familiar with digital red flags. Fake emails, spoofed phone numbers, and social engineering tricks can be harder to spot if you didn't grow up with technology. But here's the good news. Knowing their game is half the battle. So let's get into how you can fight back. Protection strategy. Number 1, the no urgency rule. Scammers love to create panic. They'll say things like, your social security number has been suspended. Act now or lose benefits. Your grandson is in jail and needs bail money immediately. Here's your new mantra. Real problems don't demand instant money. When someone pressures you to act right now, it's a scam. Full stop. Hang up, close the email, and verify the story through official channels, like calling a family member directly or checking the real IRS website. Protection strategy number 2, the verify before you trust callback rule. Let's say your bank calls saying there's fraud on your account. Sounds scary, right? But here's what scammers don't want you to do. Never give info to an incoming call or email. Instead, say, I'll call you back at the official number. Then Google the real number. Don't use the one they provide. A real institution will always respect that. If they argue or rush you, red flag. Now, I know this might feel overwhelming. Scammers are sneaky, and they're always coming up with new tricks. But here's what I want you to remember. You are not powerless. Just by watching this, you're already one step ahead. In the next part, we'll dive into 3 more essential strategies, including how to lock down your personal information and the one phone setting that blocks most scam calls automatically, because you deserve to feel safe, secure, and in control, no matter what some con artist tries to pull. So tell me in the comments, have you ever gotten a suspicious call or email? What tipped you off? Let's help each other stay sharp, because the best defense is a community that watches out for one another. 3 more essential scam-proofing strategies. Let me tell you about my neighbor, Margaret. Sweetest woman you'd ever meet. Sharp as a tack at 78 years old. Last month, she nearly wired $5,000 to someone claiming to be her grandson in trouble. What stopped her? She remembered one simple rule we're going to talk about today. That's the power of being prepared. Now that we've covered the no urgency rule and the callback verification system, let's get into 3 more ways to armor plate your life against scammers. These aren't just tips, they're shields you can put up starting today. Strategy number 3, the password power-up you probably haven't done. Here's something that might surprise you. Password 123 isn't just a bad password, it's an open invitation to scammers. But even if you've got a decent password, there's one step most people skip, that could save you from disaster. I want you to imagine your front door. You wouldn't just lock it. You'd probably have a deadbolt too, right? That second layer is what two-factor authentication does for your accounts. When you log in from a new device, the company sends a special code to your phone that you have to enter. Here's how to set it up right now. 1. Grab your cell phone. Yes, right now, I'll wait. 2. Open your email or bank account. Settings. 3. Look for security or two-step verification. 4. Follow the prompts to connect it to your phone number. It takes 3 minutes and means even if a scammer gets your password, they can't get in. That's time well spent, don't you think? Strategy number 4, the paper trail cleanup. Now let's talk about something we all have lying around. Paper, bank statements, medical bills, even old tax documents. You know what scammers love more than your digital information? Your physical information. Here's your action plan this week. Shred anything with your full name, address, account numbers, or birth date. Opt for paperless statements where possible. Keep essential documents in a locked filing cabinet. And here's a pro tip. That Medicare card you carry around? Make a copy and black out the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. Keep the original safe at home. Strategy number 5, the grandparent scam vaccine. This one's personal. My own father fell for the grandchild in trouble scam a few years back. The caller knew just enough details to sound convincing. My nephew's name, what college he attended. They're good at what they do. Here's how to build immunity. 1. Create a family code word only your real family would know. 2. Always verify by calling the person directly, not the number given. 3. Remember, no real emergency requires secrecy from other family members. The most powerful part? Giving yourself permission to say, I need to check this out before I do anything. Any real family member will understand. Now I know this might feel like a lot to remember, but here's what I want you to take away. You don't have to become a cybersecurity expert. You just need to build these habits like you built all the other wisdom you've gathered over the years. In our final part, we'll cover what to do if you suspect you've been targeted, how to report scams properly, and most importantly, how to shake off that embarrassed feeling that stops so many from speaking up. Because here's the truth, scammers rely on silence, and we're about to break that cycle. So tell me, which of these strategies are you going to try first? Have you already spotted some vulnerabilities in your own defenses? The comments are open, and your experience could help someone else avoid becoming a statistic. That's how we fight back together. When scammers strike, how to fight back and regain peace of mind. Let's be honest, even with all the precautions in the world, some scams are so convincing that anyone could fall for them. Maybe you've already had that sinking feeling, the moment after you've given out information or sent money, when you realize something isn't right. If that's happened to you, I want you to hear this loud and clear. It's not your fault. Scammers are professionals at manipulation. The shame so many feel, that's by design. But here's what they don't want you to know. It's not over until you say it is. Even if money has left your account, even if you've shared personal details, there are still steps you can take to limit the damage, protect yourself moving forward, and make sure these criminals don't get away with it. Step 1, shut it down immediately. The second you suspect something's wrong. If money was wired or sent via gift cards, will you call the wire service, Western Union, MoneyGram, or the gift card company immediately? They can sometimes freeze transactions if caught fast enough. Key phrase to use. I believe I was scammed. Can you reverse the transfer? If you shared banking, credit card info, contact your bank or card issuer right now. They'll cancel your card, freeze suspicious activity, and guide you through next steps. If personal info, Social Security, Medicare number, was leaked, place a fraud alert with the credit bureaus. Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. It's free and stops new accounts from being opened in your name. Step 2, report it. Yes, even if it's embarrassing. Here's the truth. Only 1 in 24 senior scams gets reported. That's exactly what scammers count on. Reporting might feel uncomfortable, but it's how we stop these criminals from hurting others. Here's who to tell. Local police, non-emergency line. Many departments have fraud specialists. Federal Trade Commission, FTC. Report at reportfraud.ftc.gov or 1-877-FTC-HELP. Adult Protective Services, especially if the scammer was someone you trusted, caregiver, financial advisor, etc. Step 3, the emotional recovery. This part matters just as much as the financial steps. Falling for a scam can leave you feeling violated, foolish, or even depressed. Here's how to heal. Talk about it. You'd be amazed how many people have similar stories once the silence is broken. Remind yourself, scammers are good at what they do. This wasn't about your intelligence, it was about their manipulation. Focus on action. Every step you take to protect yourself now is a reclaiming of power. Purposeful, your new safety net. Let's turn fear into preparedness. Here's your ongoing defense plan. 1. Monthly check-ins. Review bank credit statements. Together with a trusted family member if possible. 2 sets of eyes catch more. The trusted contact system. Name someone, an adult, child, close friend, your bank can contact if they spot suspicious activity. 3. Scam updates. So bookmark AARP's Fraud Watch Network or sign up for FTC scam alerts. Scams evolve, stay informed. Final thought, you're not a victim, you're a survivor. Every time you hang up on a suspicious call, every time you double check before clicking, every time you share what you've learned with a friend, you're fighting back. And that's what scammers fear most. Educated seniors who refuse to stay silent. So let's make a pact. If you've ever been targeted, or even if you haven't yet, leave a comment with one thing you'll do differently after watching this. Maybe it's setting up 2-factor authentication, or finally shredding those old documents. Your words might be the warning that saves someone else. And if this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe. We're building a community too smart to scam, because at this stage of life, you've earned security, peace of mind, and the confidence to say, "Not today, scammers, not today." ***.